Welcome to the Compass Quest, your ultimate destination for exploring the world's hidden gems, uncovering timeless wonders, and discovering the rich histories of iconic places. Whether you're a passionate traveler, a history enthusiast, or an adventurer at heart, you've found the right place. Join us as we embark on epic journeys and explore the destinations that have shaped our world. Egypt is a land steeped in history, its ancient monuments and awe-inspiring archaeological wonders drawing travelers and historians alike. From the iconic pyramids to temples that have stood for millennia, Egypt's historical sites tell the stories of ancient civilizations, gods, and pharaohs. In this documentary, we will explore the top 10 historical sites in Egypt that showcase the country's rich and timeless heritage. The Great Pyramids of Giza. The Great Pyramids of Giza, standing proudly on the edge of the desert, are a testament to the incredible ingenuity and power of ancient Egypt. These towering structures, built as the final resting places of pharaohs, have withstood the test of time, weathering centuries of history. The sheer scale and precision of these monuments continue to baffle engineers and historians alike. As you approach the pyramids, their sheer size overwhelms the senses. The Pyramid of Khufu, the largest of the three, rises an astounding 481 feet, nearly as tall as a modern 40-story building. Its massive stones, some weighing over 2 tons, were transported and carefully stacked with a precision that defies the technology of its time. Each pyramid was designed with a purpose, to ensure the pharaoh's journey into the afterlife. These monumental structures were not simply tombs. They were temples, astronomical observatories, and symbols of divine power. The angles and alignment of the pyramids were meticulously planned, reflecting the ancient Egyptians' deep understanding of mathematics and the stars. The Great Pyramid of Khufu is the only surviving wonder of the ancient world. For thousands of years, it has sparked curiosity and awe, drawing explorers, scientists, and adventurers to unravel its mysteries. How were such colossal blocks of stone transported across the vast desert? How did the ancient builders achieve such precision without the technology we take for granted today? The answer remains elusive, but what is certain is that the Great Pyramid of Giza stands as a monumental achievement, a mark of the civilization that built it. The pyramid's inner chambers, designed to house the pharaoh's tomb and treasures, continue to intrigue archaeologists. Though many of the riches have been looted over the centuries, the structure itself still holds its secrets. Walking around the pyramid, one can't help but be struck by its mysterious aura. How much of its design was influenced by the Egyptian belief in the afterlife? How did the alignment with the stars guide the pharaoh's soul toward immortality? The pyramid is not just a pile of stone. It's a key to understanding an entire civilization's worldview. The Great Pyramids of Giza are more than just relics of the past. They are living symbols of the power, mystery, and resilience of ancient Egypt. The Sphinx, carved from a single piece of limestone, the Great Sphinx of Giza gazes out over the desert, its colossal form blending with the landscape. With the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh, the Sphinx is one of the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. It stands at 66 feet tall and stretches 240 feet long, making it a true marvel of ancient craftsmanship. The origins of the Sphinx remain shrouded in mystery. Some believe it represents Pharaoh Khafre, whose pyramid stands nearby, while others speculate it could have been a tribute to the sun god Ra. Its facial features, though worn by centuries of wind and sand, suggest a ruler of great power and wisdom. The Sphinx's tranquil yet commanding presence commands respect as it silently watches over the surrounding pyramids. For thousands of years, the Sphinx has been a guardian of secrets. Its exact purpose is still debated, but many theories suggest it was built to symbolize strength, wisdom, and protection. The lion's body represents bravery, while the human head signifies intelligence and leadership, embodying the union of animal strength and human intellect. The Sphinx has witnessed centuries of change, from the rise and fall of dynasties to the erosion brought on by time. Despite the damage caused by natural elements, the Sphinx stands resilient, with its enigmatic expression still capturing the imagination of those who gaze upon it. How many generations have walked by, wondering what secrets this ancient statue holds? Despite extensive studies, no one can definitively say when the Sphinx was built. Some believe it dates back to the Old Kingdom, over 4,500 years ago, while others suggest it might be even older. Whatever its age, the Sphinx continues to stir awe and wonder. What was its purpose? Was it meant to guard the pyramids, or did it serve another, more sacred function? As the sun sets behind the pyramids, casting long shadows across the Sphinx, one can almost feel the weight of its timeless gaze. Its mysterious allure draws people from across the world, inviting them to uncover its secrets and connect with the ancient civilization that created it. The Sphinx stands not just as a monument, but as a silent witness to Egypt's rich history, enduring through the ages. Karnak Temple. The Karnak Temple, located in the heart of Luxor, is an awe-inspiring testament to the grandeur of ancient Egyptian religion and architecture. As one of the largest and most impressive religious complexes ever built, it was dedicated to the Theban triad of gods, Ammonius, Mut, and Khonsu. Stepping into Karnak is like walking into an ancient city of the gods, where every stone and column tells a story of devotion and divine power. The scale of the temple is nothing short of breathtaking. Covering an area of over 200 acres, it was continuously expanded over several centuries by pharaohs who sought to honor the gods and immortalize their reigns. The Great Hypostyle Hall, with its towering columns that soar to 80 feet high, is one of the most famous features of Karnak. The intricate carvings and hieroglyphics on the columns depict scenes of royal ceremonies, gods, and battles, a visual history of ancient Egypt's power and faith. As you walk through the grand entrance, you are greeted by massive pylons, their imposing stone walls adorned with detailed reliefs of pharaohs and gods in magnificent detail. These pylons, once vibrant with color, now stand as monumental markers to the past, guiding visitors into the heart of the temple. Karnak was not just a temple. It was the center of religious life in ancient Egypt. Here, priests and pharaohs would perform rituals to appease the gods and ensure the prosperity of the land. The sacred lake within the temple complex was used for purification rituals, and the temple's design mirrored the cosmos, symbolizing the connection between the heavens and earth. Among the most extraordinary sights is the Avenue of Sphinxes, which once connected Karnak to the Luxor Temple, stretching over 2 miles. These statues, with the bodies of lions and the heads of rams, guarded the path to the temple, creating an awe-inspiring procession. Despite the ravages of time, Karnak Temple remains one of Egypt's most visited and admired sites. Its walls echo with the sounds of ancient prayers and ceremonies, allowing visitors to connect with a civilization that believed in the power of the gods to shape their destiny. The grandeur and mystique of Karnak continue to captivate, offering a glimpse into a world where the divine was revered above all else. Valley of the Kings. Nestled on the west bank of the Nile, the Valley of the Kings stands as one of the most significant archaeological sites in Egypt. This sacred burial ground, shrouded in mystery, served as the final resting place for pharaohs and powerful nobles from the New Kingdom period. With over 60 tombs carved into the cliffs, each hidden away in the valley's rugged terrain, the site was designed to protect the royal dead from tomb robbers and to ensure their journey into the afterlife. As you approach the valley, the steep, rocky hills rise above you, offering a stark contrast to the rich history beneath your feet. The tombs, often tucked away in secretive locations, were meticulously designed with complex networks of corridors, chambers, and burial chambers. The walls inside these tombs are covered in vibrant frescoes and intricate carvings that narrate the life of the deceased, their reign, and their journey to eternity. One of the most famous tombs in the valley is that of Tutankhamun, the young pharaoh whose tomb, discovered by Howard Carter in 1922, contained an unparalleled wealth of artifacts, including the world-renowned golden mask. Though Tutankhamun was not one of the great pharaohs, the discovery of his tomb brought unprecedented attention to the Valley of the Kings, revealing treasures that captivated the world and reignited interest in Egyptology. But it's not just Tutankhamun's tomb that makes the Valley of the Kings remarkable. The tombs of powerful rulers like Ramses II, Seti I, and Thutmose III are also found here. Each tomb is a work of art, with vibrant depictions of gods, battles, and religious rituals meant to guide the pharaohs on their journey through the afterlife. The elaborate paintings and inscriptions offer a glimpse into the beliefs, culture, and customs of ancient Egypt. The valley's tombs also reflect the shifting funerary practices over centuries, from simple designs to grand, elaborate structures meant to ensure the eternal survival of the royal soul. The secretive nature of the tombs, the surrounding desert landscape, and the aura of mystery that still envelopes the site make the Valley of the Kings one of the most captivating destinations in the world for history enthusiasts and adventurers alike. Exploring the Valley of the Kings is not just a step back in time. It's an immersion into the ancient Egyptian belief in immortality and the afterlife. Each tomb, each carving, and each artifact found within these walls continues to tell the stories of a civilization that placed eternal life at the heart of its culture. Abu Simbel Temples. The Abu Simbel Temples, carved into the rock cliffs of southern Egypt near Lake Nasser, are one of the most extraordinary feats of ancient Egyptian engineering and artistry. Commissioned by Pharaoh Ramesses II in the 13th century BCE, these monumental structures were designed not only as a tribute to the gods, but as a lasting symbol of his power and divine right to rule. As you approach the site, the sheer scale of the temples becomes apparent. The facade of the main temple is dominated by 4 colossal statues of Ramesses II, each standing 66 feet tall, their stern faces watching over the desert for millennia. These statues, carved directly from the mountainside, project an aura of authority and strength. They represent the pharaoh himself as a god, solidified in time, standing guard at the entrance to the temple. The interior of the main temple is just as impressive, with its intricate halls and chambers adorned with vivid hieroglyphs and reliefs. These walls tell stories of Ramesses II's military victories, his divine connection, and the religious rituals dedicated to the gods. The temple is aligned in such a way that twice a year, on February 22nd and October 22nd, the first rays of the sun penetrate the temple's interior, illuminating the statues of the gods seated within, and of course, the statue of Ramesses himself. This rare event, known as the Sun Festival, is a testament to the advanced astronomical knowledge possessed by the ancient Egyptians. But what makes the Abu Simbel Temples even more remarkable is the incredible relocation project that took place in the 1960s. When the construction of the Aswan High Dam threatened to submerge the temples under Lake Nasser, a massive international effort was undertaken to save them. The entire temple complex was carefully dismantled and relocated to higher ground, a feat of engineering that took 4 years to complete, ensuring the survival of this cultural treasure for future generations. Today, the Abu Simbel Temples continue to awe visitors with their grandeur, both in terms of their architectural design and the history they embody. Ramesses II's vision of eternal power is immortalized in the stone, standing as a beacon of ancient Egyptian civilization and its mastery of both art and science. As you stand before these colossal statues and step inside the chambers, you're not just witnessing an architectural wonder. You're connecting with the legacy of one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo. Nestled in the heart of Cairo, the Egyptian Museum is a treasure trove of ancient history, offering a deep dive into the world of the pharaohs, gods, and mummies. Home to over 120,000 artifacts, the museum stands as the largest and most comprehensive collection of ancient Egyptian antiquities in the world. It's a place where the past comes alive, with each exhibit telling a story of a civilization that spanned over 3,000 years. As you enter the museum, you are greeted by vast halls filled with relics from every era of ancient Egypt. The iconic statue of King Tutankhamun stands as the centerpiece, his golden death mask gleaming with unmatched brilliance. Discovered in 1922 by archaeologist Howard Carter, the treasures from Tutankhamun's tomb are the most famous collection in the museum, showcasing the wealth and artistry of Egypt's new kingdom. The museum's galleries span dynasties and offer an unparalleled glimpse into the daily lives of the ancient Egyptians. Visitors can explore the tools, jewelry, pottery, and everyday items that the ancient people used, as well as statues, reliefs, and stelae that immortalize the pharaohs and their gods. The stunning collection of mummies, housed in the museum's dedicated halls, reveals the intricate process of mummification and the ancient Egyptians' belief in the afterlife. Among the most remarkable displays is the collection of royal mummies, including those of Ramses II, Seti I, and other powerful rulers. The sight of these mummies, preserved for thousands of years, evokes a haunting sense of connection to the ancient past. Their detailed sarcophagi and the rich inscriptions on their tombs provide insight into the religious and cultural practices of ancient Egypt. In addition to the mummies, the museum features exquisite artifacts like the giant statue of Akhenaten, the mysterious pharaoh who introduced monotheism, and the captivating collection of ancient Egyptian coffins, each beautifully painted and intricately designed. Walking through the museum, you feel as if you are journeying through time, passing from one era to another, each more fascinating than the last. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo is more than just a collection of artifacts. It is a living history, a place where the story of Egypt's ancient past is told through the art, relics, and remains that continue to captivate the world. It is a must-see for anyone looking to understand the depth and richness of one of the world's oldest and most influential civilizations, Temple of Luxor. Situated on the east bank of the Nile in the vibrant city of Luxor, the Temple of Luxor is an architectural marvel and one of the most striking examples of ancient Egyptian grandeur. Dedicated to the god Ammonius-Ra, the temple was originally constructed by Amenhotep III and later expanded by Ramses II, making it a testament to the reigns of two of Egypt's most powerful pharaohs. As you approach, the towering columns and massive pylons create an immediate sense of awe, drawing you into a world where gods and kings were revered above all. The entrance to the temple is dominated by two majestic obelisks, one of which still stands at the entrance today, while the other was relocated to the Place de la Concorde in Paris. These massive stone monuments, standing over 70 feet tall, were designed to honor the gods and commemorate royal achievements. Their inscriptions recount the victories of pharaohs and their devotion to the divine. As you walk deeper into the temple, the grandeur of the columns becomes increasingly apparent. The great hypostyle hall, with its 32 colossal columns, looms over visitors, creating a sense of awe and reverence. The walls and columns are adorned with intricate reliefs and carvings that depict scenes of kings performing religious rituals, offering sacrifices to the gods, and celebrating their divine right to rule. The artwork is a vivid portrayal of the relationship between the pharaohs and the gods, emphasizing the belief that the king was the earthly representative of the gods, a living deity. One of the most striking features of the Temple of Luxor is its alignment with the sun. The temple was designed to celebrate the solar festival of Opet, a ritual that marked the rejuvenation of the pharaoh and the gods. Every year, the statue of Ammonius-Ra was paraded from the Karnak Temple to Luxor, symbolizing the union of the divine and the king, as the two great temples were connected by the avenue of sphinxes. As the sun sets, the temple takes on an even more mystical presence, with its illuminated columns casting long shadows on the surrounding courtyard. At night, the Temple of Luxor comes alive, its grandeur heightened by the glow of the artificial lights that highlight its ancient beauty. Visiting the Temple of Luxor is a journey through time, offering a glimpse into the heart of ancient Egyptian religious life. The temple, still standing proud after thousands of years, remains a living testament to the power, culture, and belief system of one of the greatest civilizations in history. Philae Temple, nestled on the serene Philae Island, just above the Aswan Dam, the Temple of Philae is a stunning testament to the religious devotion of ancient Egypt. Dedicated to the goddess Isis, this temple complex was once a major center of worship, revered for its beauty and spiritual significance. The temple's location, set against the backdrop of the Nile and surrounded by lush greenery, creates an atmosphere of timeless tranquility, a place where the gods were believed to dwell. Originally built during the reign of Ptolemy II in the 3rd century BCE, Philae was expanded and adorned by successive rulers, including the Romans. The architecture is a blend of traditional Egyptian design with Greco-Roman influences, giving the temple a unique character. Its soaring columns, intricately carved reliefs, and detailed hieroglyphics make Philae a captivating destination for those fascinated by ancient Egyptian culture. The most prominent feature of the temple is the impressive pylon, which marks the entrance to the sacred space. Passing through the massive entrance, visitors are greeted by towering columns and vast courtyards that once held processions, rituals, and offerings. The temple's walls are adorned with depictions of the gods, pharaohs, and myths, with Isis, the goddess of magic, love, and fertility, taking center stage. The walls and reliefs narrate her legendary tales, including her search for the body of her husband, Osiris, and the birth of her son, Horus, the protector of Egypt. One of the most enchanting aspects of the Temple of Philae is the serene atmosphere that envelopes the site. The peaceful surroundings, coupled with the echo of ancient rituals once performed here, create a sense of connection to a world long past. The temple was a major pilgrimage site for ancient Egyptians, where worshippers came to seek the favor of Isis, whose divine powers were believed to bring healing and protection. In the 1960s, when the construction of the Aswan High Dam threatened to submerge the temple under the rising waters of Lake Nasser, an extraordinary international effort was made to preserve Philae. The entire temple complex was carefully dismantled, moved, and rebuilt on higher ground, ensuring its survival for future generations to witness its majesty. Today, Philae Temple stands as a testament to the resilience of both the ancient Egyptians and the modern world's commitment to preserving history. As you explore the temple, you're not just visiting an archaeological site. You're stepping into a sacred space that has endured for millennia, a place where the divine once walked among mortals. The Temple of Philae, with its rich history, magnificent architecture, and timeless beauty, continues to captivate the hearts of those who seek to connect with the ancient world. The Step Pyramid of Djoser. The Step Pyramid of Djoser, located in the ancient burial ground of Saqqara, is one of Egypt's most iconic and pioneering monuments. Built during the 3rd dynasty by the architect Imhotep, this structure marks a groundbreaking achievement in the history of Egyptian architecture. As the first pyramid ever constructed, it laid the foundation for the grandeur that would follow in the design of the Great Pyramids of Giza. Unlike the smooth-sided pyramids that would later become famous, the Step Pyramid is characterized by a unique design consisting of 6 step layers, each smaller than the one beneath it. This innovative structure was originally conceived as a monumental mastaba, a flat-roofed tomb, but Djoser's visionary architect, Imhotep, took it to new heights, literally, by stacking smaller mastabas on top of each other, creating a stepped appearance that reached 204 feet in height. As you approach the Step Pyramid, its distinct terraced shape rises dramatically from the desert floor, symbolizing a connection between the earthly realm and the divine. The pyramid was constructed as a tomb for Pharaoh Djoser, and its primary purpose was to help him transition to the afterlife, where he could join the gods. The step-like design was not only an architectural experiment, but also reflected the Egyptian belief in the ascent of the soul toward immortality. The Step Pyramid is part of a vast funerary complex that includes a vast enclosure wall, ceremonial courtyards, temples, and a complex system of underground tunnels and chambers. The inner sanctum, where the pharaoh's tomb is located, was designed to be a secure, hidden space, preventing tomb robbers from disturbing the royal burial. Inside the pyramid, a labyrinth of passageways once led to the burial chamber, where Djoser's mummified body was laid to rest with an array of grave goods, including statues, jewelry, and offerings to ensure his eternal survival. The significance of the Step Pyramid extends beyond its revolutionary design. It marks the beginning of the pharaohs' obsession with constructing grand tombs to secure their places in the afterlife and reaffirm their divine status. This tomb's architectural innovation also led to the development of the true pyramid shape, which would evolve over time into the massive structures at Giza. Today, the step pyramid of Djoser stands as one of the most important monuments in Egyptian history. Though it has weathered centuries of time, it remains an enduring symbol of ancient Egypt's architectural genius and its belief in the power of the pharaohs to transcend death. The pyramid's influence can still be seen in the towering monuments that followed, making it a key milestone in the evolution of Egypt's monumental architecture. The Temple of Edfu. Nestled on the west bank of the Nile, between Luxor and Aswan, the Temple of Edfu is one of Egypt's best-preserved ancient temples, offering a glimpse into the divine world of the ancient Egyptians. Dedicated to the falcon-headed god Horus, the temple was constructed during the Ptolemaic period between 237 and 57 BCE, and its grandeur and detail make it one of the most impressive monuments from this era. As you approach the temple, the first thing that strikes you is its massive entrance pylon, which stands over 100 feet tall, adorned with towering reliefs and inscriptions. These carvings depict the god Horus triumphing over his enemy, the god Seth, in a dramatic battle. This victory, central to Egyptian mythology, symbolizes the triumph of order over chaos and good over evil, a theme that resonates throughout the temple's design. The Temple of Edfu is known for its incredible preservation, with most of its original structure intact. As you pass through the grand pylon and enter the temple, you are greeted by a vast courtyard, flanked by giant columns that create an atmosphere of awe and reverence. The interior of the temple is richly decorated with hieroglyphic texts and reliefs that tell the story of Horus's battles, his relationship with his mother, Isis, and the divine rituals that took place here. The temple's layout follows the traditional design of Egyptian temples, with a series of courtyards, halls, and sanctuaries leading to the innermost sanctuary, where the statue of Horus once stood. The sanctuary, now empty, was the focal point of religious ceremonies, where the high priest would perform rituals to honor Horus and ensure the prosperity of the land. One of the most striking features of the temple is the well-preserved reliefs that adorn its walls, which provide valuable insights into ancient Egyptian religious practices, daily life, and the rituals surrounding the worship of the gods. The Temple of Edfu was not just a place of worship, it was also a site of political and cultural significance. The Ptolemaic kings used the temple to legitimize their rule, associating themselves with Horus, the god of kingship and protection. The inscriptions within the temple include royal decrees, historical records, and religious texts, all of which help scholars understand the Ptolemaic era and the lasting influence of Egyptian religious traditions. Today, the Temple of Edfu stands as a testament to the architectural and cultural achievements of the Ptolemaic period. Its sheer size, intricacy, and well-preserved state make it one of the most impressive temples in Egypt, and it continues to captivate visitors from around the world. Walking through its halls, you are transported back in time, to an era where gods walked among men, and the pharaohs ruled with divine authority. The Temple of Edfu is not only a monument to Horus, but a lasting symbol of the ancient Egyptian civilization's devotion to the divine. As we journey through the ancient wonders of Egypt, from the towering Great Pyramids of Giza to the magnificent Temple of Edfu, we witness the remarkable legacy of a civilization that has stood the test of time. Each stone, each column, each intricate relief carries the weight of thousands of years of history, telling stories of gods, kings, and a people whose beliefs and innovations shaped the course of human civilization. The temples, tombs, and monuments we've explored today are more than just architectural feats. They are windows into a world where the divine and mortal were intertwined, where every structure was built with purpose and reverence, and where the pharaohs were seen not just as rulers, but as gods themselves. Though time has weathered the stone and the sands of the desert have shifted, these timeless wonders remain, standing proud and majestic, a reminder of Egypt's incredible contributions to art, science, and culture. As you stand before these monuments, You are not merely an observer but a witness to the enduring power and mystery of ancient Egypt. The story of this ancient land continues to captivate and inspire, leaving us with a deep appreciation for the brilliance of a civilization that still echoes through history. And so, the wonders of Egypt remain, timeless, eternal, and forever etched in the heart of humanity. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey here at the Compass Quest. We hope you're inspired to set out on your own adventures and explore the wonders of the world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an exciting new quest. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and let your compass guide you to new horizons.